Fuck. I am in an unexpected amount of pain. Ow. Fuck. Ugh. I don't know what it is. There's just something in my hip. It hurts to walk right now. Anyway, it's time for mid. Yeah, and also happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. You guys are cool. Hold on, I'm eating something and also drinking my coffee. Give me a bit. Yeah, spirit of just mid, as Electrica put it. Yeah, spirit of justice is rough for sure. Actually, I'll just keep the music playing while I eat. Trials and Tribulations might have like the best soundtrack of the Ace Attorney games. Good shit. Godot on sax is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Also, is Edgeworth playing the cello with his hands? That's not how that works, right? I thought they had bows like violins. A Disneyland line. Lines are a pretty interesting thing. Yep. I feel like the best thing you can do with ride lines is have the line entertaining somehow. Maybe just have like a bunch of classic cartoons on or something. Look on Fubu. That Jep emote is so funny. I love it. So disapproving and also passive-aggressive. But most of all, it's this strong, kind of dead inside look. You know? Jeff went Matan. That's not how you spell his name, by the way. M-A-T-A-N. Matan. It's like, it's spelled Matan. Forgot about the fucking... I forgot about this. Oh my. Paul Adishone Wimperson, not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I see why he cut it. Not that he inspires confidence without it. I should start recording. Still, I'd probably do the same in his shoes. I also forgot about the outfit changes. A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago, but the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the crystal's police report was filed away before the orb was found missing. That suggests the stolen relic is the Crystal of Ami Fae, as Addison Winperson asserts. I doubt the police report is a fake. After all, Emma is the one who submitted it as evidence. Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow. The police had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Oh, did I, like, go through all of her testimony? Okay. Police had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Priceless urn, statue from the fake land. He likely stole it from the Adishone residence. A November. Report filed a year ago by one Mr. Paul Adishone Wimperson. The theft of the Crystal of Ami Fae. The storehouse lock had been picked. Is there a way to tell if a lock was picked or not? I guess the alternate would just be kicking the door open, in which case there'd be some pretty good signs of that. Okay, the doctor didn't have good eyesight. Researching the Founder's Orb. Hold on, let me try, like, right-clicking to see what's skippable, so I know whether or not I've... Oh, man.
Hold it!
I guess this is Zeniope. Explains why he's, inverted. He's on the other side.
Hold it! Hold it!
Oh, right, I need to take my pills. I almost forgot. What the fuck is my antidepressant? Sorry, I have the most disorganized desk. Pill bottles are just fucking everywhere. Alright. And that's the end of the coffee. Alright, let's go. Hey, Das.
Hold it!
Oh, this is new. The police report may say Crystal Vami's Fae. How do you know it's the relic right here? Because Mr. Adishone has stated as much. Well, I'm not buying it. Apollo, I was thinking. The plaintiff's legal name is pretty distinctive. Paul Adishone Wimperson. I don't think Das was here when we switched the outfits. Do we have any evidence related to his initials or his name? We just might. We just might. Might even point out a flaw in something Emma said. You think her logic's faulty? Yeah, if the doctor stole the relic from Mr. Adishone, or Adishone Wimperson, then there's one thing the doctor did that doesn't make any sense. Especially if Paul Adishone Wimperson was desperately searching for his stolen relic. Okay, time to go over the evidence again. This is shit I've been over. What is Apollo wearing? A school uniform, apparently. Yeah, it's affiliate day. Paul Addison Wimpershone. Paw. Derp. Yeah, his name being Paw is funny. Good thing we have this USB flash drive that contains a single PNG of an email, I guess.
Objection!
The doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence. What do you mean? Take a look at this. What about it? This contains an email from the doctor's computer. Email? In that little piece of plastic? I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, this stick here can store all sorts of computer data. I still don't get it. Here, just look at this. Yep, it wouldn't be our judge unless he was a fucking idiot. Apparently the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now, take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented to this court. You can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Paul Addison Wimperson. I can see why he dropped the Wimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news. Look closer, Your Honor. Ah! His initials! Das wasn't ready for that. Is this his prosecutor attire? No, hold on. No wonder he's a defense attorney. Hold on, it's, I don't need to save. I just saved. Let me fucking go. Yeah, they have a fucking costume section. You can have him dressed as Furio Tigre from case, 3? I think? I don't know. Kind of takes the dramatic moments way harder to, it makes the dramatic moments way harder to take seriously, but, I don't respect this game, so who cares? Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul Addison Wimperson. Now consider this. 3-3. Okay. The email's recipient address starts with 3 letters. P-A-W? Ah! Don't tell me. Oh, but I will anyway. That is cringe, Apollo. The individual who fired the doctor to study this disputed item is none other than Paul Addison Wimperson. Oh, wait. Then that means... Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who he stole his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the crystal of Amy Faye? Ah! We never checked the doctor's emails. We couldn't even figure out the password to his computer. The plaintiff willingly left the orb in the doctor's care so he could study it, at the behest of his benefactor. Wait. Then what about the police report? I have all the details of the theft right here. It's probably for another relic, the real crystal of Ami-Fae. He's just using the report as a way to claim that our orb is actually a stolen crystal.
Objection!
And how are you so certain that PAW refers to my client's initials? Maybe the email's recipient was a dog lover. I like how even as, not the prosecution, but like the opposing side, Phoenix is still bad at arguing. Perhaps, so let's get to know your client a little better, shall we? Mr. Paul Addison Wimperson. I suppose shutting down detractors is all part of a politician's job. Answer me this, Mr. Addison Wimperson. What is... Oh, his birthday. I was about to say, these all seemed weirdly irrelevant. Yeah, 711. It's November the 7th. That's scarily close to my dad's birthday. His is November the 6th. What is your birthday? My birthday? It's July 11th, but what's it to you? No. Das, you confused me. Damn you. Yeah, whatever. My birthday? It's July 11th, but what's it to you? Do you think in the original Japanese version, his birthday was November the 7th? Hold on, I want to see if they just flipped the numbers around. Well, it says July 11th on the wiki. I'll Control F birthday. Apparently not. Although I'm willing to bet in the original Japanese text. Year, month, day. Who uses year, month, day? Even day, month, year makes more sense. Japan does? Why? Why do you use MDY? I mean, yeah, fair enough. Jesus Christ, can't this planet agree on one way to, like, fucking write dates? Holy fuck. Starting with the year is so weird, though. That kind of implies the year is the most important information, even though that's, like, the slowest number to change. (2024) 6/8 is today's date in Chinese. Oh god. Is there some game festival going on right now? Yeah, we did Summer Games Fest. Are they streaming right now? Like, do they have more than one stream? Yeah, I'm wondering if I should have stayed for Day of the Devs. Because I noticed that, like, Cult of the Lamb dropped a trailer for its new co-op mode after SGF. And it's like, oh, it was probably during that. Just my luck to skip the one I care about. Co-op Cult of the Lamb? Oh, you don't know? Okay. Is Ace Attorney fun? Yeah. There should be a VOD somewhere. Yeah, here you go, Electrica. Oh. Let's get that enhanced bit rate. I am so playing co-op with my sister. Local co-op is something Cult of the Lamb has needed since launch, to be honest. This guy looks fucking cool as shit. Skeletons look so cool. It's a damn shame we have stupid skin covering our bones up. So pathetic that they feel the need to do dog whistles to show in-group solidarity during a month that is dedicated strictly for them in virtually every single developed country. What? Like, that... What the fuck? What are you talking about? There's skeletons, hon. Ain't that complicated. Are you gonna go outside? No. This has to be a troll, right? Fucking Twitter, man. I mean, it might have been bait. I don't know. Oh, I see. You can address birthday... Fuck. God damn it. Oh, I see. You can address birthday gifts to my office. But full disclosure, I only accept gifts valued at $1,000 or more. Damn. Well, no PS5 for you, then. Why has everyone gone silent? How can anyone be that self-centered? Oh, right, politician. Wow, such biting political commentary. Thank you, Spirit of Justice. Fucking hell. Summer Game Fest was incredibly mid. Yeah, it was. The only things that looked interesting are that Neva game and, like, the Pal World update. Which, like, it's not like I'm buying that. It's a fucking free update, so... I was just informed of a thing I was going to get anyway. Did everyone hear that? He said, July 11th. July 11th, or rather, 711, matches the number in the email address. Both the name and birthday are a match. I hardly think that's a coincidence. Wait. Why you sneaky little... Looks like someone finally decided to join the conversation. Oh yeah, Killer Bean too. Yeah, it's a very shitty email. Would the plaintiff care to explain? It's so weird hearing them say words like plaintiff. It is so weird doing, like, a fucking civil trial. I would like to say, this is quite what? When do we reveal someone was murdered so we can get back to doing homicide cases? Quite a thing, you've said. Any other thoughts? No further comments. I stand by my previous statement.
Hold it!
You can't just walk away. Even politicians have to explain themselves in a court of law. I'm afraid I simply don't know how it happened. I can't possibly explain matters outside of my purview. Yeah, the way he walks away is kind of funny. Yeah, he really did just say, "Peepo, leave." Dude, like, straight up looked like the walking emoji. Like, the man walking emoji. It was like that kind of thing. Perhaps it was a mistake on the part of my secretary. Oh, no, you don't, you slippery eel. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? I won't argue your assertion. My client lent the treasure in question to the doctor and asked him to study it. I don't know. I don't really care about Arkham VR. It's going to be a meta exclusive. It seems that much is a fact. Now we're getting somewhere. However, it has no bearing on the issue of ownership. How so? Mr. Adishone, I fully understand your position here. You had to hide the fact that you sent the crystal out to be studied. Your family would have been very upset if they had found out. It's a family heirloom, after all. You've got to be kidding. Mr. Wright is, well, right, of course. But then he always is. That's why he's my lawyer. The crystal is a precious Adishone family heirloom and has been for centuries. But Dr. Buff was so eager to study its proud heritage, I just couldn't say no. I didn't even tell my grandfather.
Objection!
But in order to win the backing of your so-called benefactor, you were going to give what you claim to be the crystal of Amife to that person? You were going to give a precious family heirloom away, just like that. I was going to explain everything to grandfather later, honest. My client's grandfather is very proud of his grandson for following in his footsteps. And if refusing him would have meant dashing the dreams of his darling grandson, I doubt the kindly old man could have said no. Well, grandchildren are meant to be spoiled. That's what grandfathers are for. Your Honor, please. I mean, it's been in the family for centuries. My grandfather thinks highly of my talents as a politician. That's why he entrusted me with this very important name placard today. Oh. Okay, that's funny. That's so stupid. So I'm sure he would have been okay with me using the crystals I saw fit. Ugh, Grandpa's spoiled little brat. I think the judge is buying it, Apollo. No surprise there. He's always going on about his own grandchild, after all. Excuse me, can I leave now, Mr. Wright? I believe my work here is done. You're still here? By all means, Detective Sky. Thank you for your assistance. You're welcome. It's nice to testify at a civil trial once in a while. I don't know why I'm at a civil trial. I'm a forensic crime scene investigator, but whatever. Bye! It seems the facts have changed somewhat. Mr. Adishone Wimperson apparently lent his family heirloom to Dr. Buff. Mr. Justice, how would the defense like to proceed? Oh, alright, now what? Apollo, let's hear what they know about this so-called Crystal of Ami Faye. Maybe we can find some inconsistencies in their statements. Right. Okay then, Mr. Wright. If the item in question really is an Addison family heirloom, then let's hear all your client knows about it. Of course. Mr. Addison Wimperson, please tell the defense everything you know about the crystal's origin. Alright, now then, listen and learn. This is the tale of the Crystal of Ami Faye and the illustrious history of the Adishone clan. Are you ready? Our story begins back in the old country when the Adishone family reigned supreme. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then from the rest of the locals. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power. As thanks, Ami Faye gave the crystal she had specially made as a gift to him. I am a descendant of that great lord. As such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of history. Because we work on monarchy rules, apparently. Well, that devolved into a great load of self-aggrandizing propaganda fast. As you can see, the Crystal of Ami Faye is an heirloom of the esteemed House of Adishon. And you have proof that it has always been in the Adishone family? I have someone who gave a statement to that effect. My client's neighbor, one Ives Shinetto. What? That's supposed to be a, school uniform, Aether. One Ives Shinetto, age 85, gave the following statement. The Adishones showed me the crystal back when I was but a lad.
Objection!
Can we really trust the memory of an old man? Damn! Ageist, Apollo! Also, the judge is going to yell at you now. Mr. Justice, would you care to explain that statement to the judge? I love Phoenix just straight up calling him out. Oh, I didn't mean... what I'm trying to say is, never underestimate the memory of your elders. I may forget my verdicts the next day, but my memories of my past are clear as day. Oof. Yeah, the courtroom got bombed and the judge presumably shat his robes. Therefore, I find Mr. Ives Shinetto's statement to be perfectly credible. Wow, did you see how Mr. Wright got the judge on his side? Yeah, that was very easy. That's definitely a trick I want up my sleeve. You're not helping, Athena. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Justice. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler.
Hold it!
That object you set down there, is it something of importance to you? It's a name placard. This one here belonged to my grandfather, Abraham Adishone. He had it custom made during his distinguished political career. It's special because it was crafted from the finest Italian plastic. Italian plastic? What? I wasn't aware the Italians were famous for their fine plastic. You can touch it if you want. No, I'm fine. Very well, I'll just continue with my testimony. My ancestor was praised as a benevolent ruler, but he was also an eminent politician. He protected the spirit mediums, a minority back then, from the rest of the locals.
Hold it!
So I take it the relationship with the Fae clan was a close one? Hold on. God damn it, what fucking people in the Discord talking about the fucking botfly fucking parasites. God damn you. Ugh. A smooth and open line of communication with my entire electorate. That is the Paul Adishone way. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was asking about your ancestor. Whether it's about my ancestor, feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Oh my god. This GIF is a lot. What is happening? Is it supposed to be doing that, Das? Or did you download a really fucked up glitchy GIF? Satanic Squidward. This GIF is always funny to me. Fucking Bob Odenkirk giving the most, like, soy jack performance in this scene. Transparency in government. That's the Paul Adishone way. More like dodging questions. That's the Paul Adishone way. Thanks. I'll be sure to ask when I have something you'll actually answer. As I was saying, the Adishun family protected the Fae spirit mediums back then. Some discriminated against them, you see, while others tried to abuse their power.
Hold it!
Spirit mediums were targets of discrimination? Yes, some people even treated them like they were monsters. That's from a YMS clip, Aether. I don't remember the name of it, but like it's a thumbnail from a video. The transformation the mediums underwent when channeling spirits frightened the locals. And then there were those who tried to use them. You mean they sought to control the channeling powers of the mediums? Discriminating against a minority is absolutely despicable. A vote for me is a vote to end discrimination. I vow to root it out wherever it may be. That is my promise to you. We're gonna end racism. He's totally ignoring your questions. It's like you're a moderator at a political debate. Yeah, and only he cares about his talking points. Yeah, the video was like some guy making a hyper-realistic wolf fursuit. It's interesting. As thrilling as your campaign is, could we please get back to your testimony? As you wish. Now then, as for the Crystal of Ami Fae... As thanks, Ami Fae gave the crystal she had specifically made to him as a gift.
Hold it!
You said she had made it, so then it was made in Japan? That's right. They say she hired a famous craftsman to make it. And they say it's quite valuable, too. And you were going to take such a priceless family heirloom? And just give it to your patron? That's so typical of you ignorant common types. Making difficult decisions when the chips are down is what being a politician is all about. But only when it's in service of your own political career, you mean? The crystal is a testament to my ancestors' remarkable achievements. And furthermore, I am a descendant of that great lord.
Hold it!
So tell me, Mr. Adderson Wimperson, are you famous in Karain Village? You could say that, but I find my popularity to be rather bemusing. Bemusing? Yes, my campaign posters keep going missing as soon as I put them up. My avid supporters and female fans are likely taking them home to hang in their bedrooms. Okay. I guess ignorance really is bliss. All this only proves my fine lineage. What a boring villain. Like, case villain. Like, they kind of just boiled down every, like, annoying bad guy trope the Ace Attorney series has into, like, one guy. Spirit. My spirit of justice so fucking dumb. Stupid as hell. And as such, my political power and influence is backed by centuries of history.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but is any of that relevant to the issue of the relic's rightful owner? Have you never heard of Kingcraft? Kingcraft? Kingcraft. Best Minecraft mod, I don't know. It's the art of ruling as a king. Wow, that's pretentious. Calling it Kingcraft? Fucking hell, dude. Ugh. My father drilled it into my head from a young age. And one of its precepts states, Ruin awaits a ruler who responds to every single issue posed by the masses. Well, that answered my question about what he meant by the king of this nation. Progress. Yo, Moonlight Sonata! Good taste, Niv. Apollo, who is this Amy Faye anyway? God damn it, this was explained like 3 games ago. Do we have to hear the explanation again? I believe she was the founder of the Korean channeling technique. The plaintiff claims she had the crystal made for his ancestor. That would mean it was made in Japan, right? Where we aren't. Because we are not in Japan. This is the final case. This is not the final case, Electrica. We also have the DLC case after this. Not including the DLC? Well, it's not like we're skipping it. I'm tempted to, but we're not. This game is just so lame, you know? This game's stupid as hell. Hold on. Insert image of the writer being depressed in a dark room. Yes, I suppose it would. Honestly, Dangster, that does sound like a Capcom move. The most tragic thing about the Ace Attorney franchise is that Capcom owns it. That's such a funny emote. Sad Jonathan Blow. So funny. Alright, so I'm looking for contradictions. That was the point of this game, right? Bored. Tired. Olivia and Notepad Dragon sponsor. I'm very happy that Indie Game the movie brought us the most glorious GIF in the world. Jonathan Blow being sad in a dark room. True, Dangster. I was having fun with this series, now I'm upset. Playing Ace Attorney now. Made as a gift for him. I'm willing to bet it wasn't made as a gift, probably. Is it gonna turn out the Adishones, like, stole it? Probably. Yeah, this is the final game of the main series. They probably should have just stopped at Dual Destinies, to be honest. Dual Destinies was goofy, but that was like a good enough conclusion. This very much feels like stumbling at the fucking finish line, you know? Mitama motif from Karain founding period. I wonder if that proves he's full of shit. Let's find out. This came out between the Great Ace Attorney games? Really? So they released the first Great Ace Attorney game, and then this? And then back to Great Ace Attorney? Really? Man, this really is the Dark Souls 2 of Ace Attorney games, isn't it? Ugh. Alright, let's try this.
Objection!
Okay, it worked. You stated that Amife had the crystal mate for your ancestor. So am I to assume it was made in Japan? That's right. The craftsmanship is unbeatable. Hold on, be right back. This is the Sly 4 of Ace Attorney games. Yeah, that too. I haven't really played Sly 4, but I've heard things about it that annoy me. For one thing, I know who the twist villain is. That was something I was informed of, and very much do not approve of. So I'm probably just never gonna play Sly 4, to be honest. Be right back. Sly 4 is a good example of, stumbling across the finish line. Where it's like, you didn't need to make a sequel. The ending of 3 was fine. Honestly, the ending of 3 was a pretty good note to end the series on. God, that's weird. Well, that's strange. I don't see how your so-called crystal could have been made there. What's funny, I actually saw, like, a forum post that kind of predicted the plot of Sly 4 before Sly 4 came out. What the fuck? Electrica, what the hell? What the fuck is this from? What is this? After Earth. Ah. Jesus Christ, Shyamalan. Ugh. Man, what is wrong with that guy? Very agreeable gif there, Dexter. What are you talking about? It's quite obvious if you take a closer look at this. The Mitama motif, right? Where is that? Oh, Mitama's right here.
Take that!
Take a look at this distinctive design here. According to Dr. Buff, it's a Mitama motif dating back to the early days of the Kingdom of Kurain. The Kingdom of Kurain? And you base this on... Here. This is a piece of evidence, Your Honor. These are the doctor's research notes on the Founder's Orb. It features the same pattern as the one found on the orb. They do look like the same pattern. Therefore, I assert that the disputed item must have been made in the Kingdom of Kurain. Ah! My placard!
Objection!
The crane channeling technique originated in the Kingdom of Kurain. And Ami Faye is known to have traveled there to train. With that in mind, what's to say she didn't bring that pattern back with her?
Objection!
But since this is clearly a Kuranese design, not even you can deny the possibility that it was made there in the Kingdom of Kurain.
Objection!
Anything's possible to some extent. That doesn't make it true. So you can't conclude that the orb is from Kurain based solely on that pattern. If it were that simple, I could just as easily say it's Japanese. I have to agree with Mr. Wright. The pattern alone proves nothing. But that also means there's no basis to the claim the item in dispute was made in Japan, either. At this rate, we're going nowhere fast. Oh, he's right. We're just spinning our wheels here. I wonder if we have any evidence that could break this stalemate. Evidence that could break this stalemate. I'm going to assume it exists. The defense would like to present a piece of evidence to the court. A piece that will finally break this stalemate. Oh? Well, you've sure piqued my interest. Let's see what you've got. Alright. I will now prove that this is, in fact, the Founder's Orb. Okay. Oh. I like how the spam folder has like a little angry thing. That's funny. He stored the Founder's Orb in the original box, right? Yeah, spam sucks. Modern spam filters are pretty good, though. Is it this? Yeah, I didn't think that would fly. Oh well. Why would the email help? Wait a minute. There's blood on this. The blood is already on the orb in this email. That's weird. Yeah, those are the research notes I just presented, so I figured that wouldn't fly. We'll try Electrica's suggestion. Nope. Does it have to do with the doctor hiding it? God damn it. I don't like this case. Later November. It can't be this, right? It can't be this.
Take that!
Okay, good. I would have been very mad if that worked.
Take that!
Yeah, I didn't think so. Thought maybe it was gonna be like, oh, the kid recorded something. I'm gonna fucking check a guide now. I don't even like this case. I don't care enough. Okay, that's what I feared. I think I have to take the L. I was supposed to say it doesn't exist at that last choicer.
Objection! Objection!
I shouldn't feel this tired after having coffee. Does not exist. There doesn't seem to be anything we can use, at least not at this point. Well, unless we can find something, this trial won't be going anywhere. Phew, that's much better. What's his deal? I have a suggestion. Why don't we consider this from a different angle? I'm listening. What if Defiant Dragons really were authorized to take possession of the relic? I'm afraid I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Wright. Consider the orb transfer agreement, which states, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. What if, as the last part suggests, this was written under duress? That would render the agreement null and void. What are you suggesting, Mr. Wright? While you were on your little cave expedition, I was investigating Dr. Buff's accident. And there was something you overlooked, Mr. Justice. Namely, that his accident might have actually been murder. Oh, wow, we're finally getting to that. What? Murder? So is Mr. Wright siding with Adishone, like, him trying to be, like, just trying to, like, force Adishone into court or something? I think that's where it's going. That's, like, the only reason I can think. Phoenix just needed Adishone to be in the court so he could get tried for murder or some shit. I don't know. I don't care. It's lame. Mr. Wright, you do realize such statements are not to be made lightly. Are you suggesting the doctor was murdered by the Defiant Dragons? Yes, but follow me on this for a sec. The books that came tumbling down were from the archaeology shelf. However, among that mountain of books was a single volume on psychology. What's more, there was some blood on it. And you feel this is important because the books that came tumbling down were from the top shelf, the archaeology books. We know this because the doctor's books were meticulously organized by subject. Archaeology took up the entire shelf, so that psychology book is completely out of place. Come to think of it, the shelves were arranged quite carefully. It's also worth noting that psychology books only take up a tiny part of the bottom shelf. You might wonder why a book on psychology was found amidst the pile of archaeology books, but I believe I can explain what that single out-of-place book was doing there. The doctor was struck from behind while selecting a psychology book from the shelf. I'm, like, not even trying to do a voice right now. Like, I usually put more effort into my bad voice acting than this, but I don't care about any of this. This is so boring, and I want it to be over. And that's when the blood got on the book? Precisely. And to make it look like an accident, he was buried under a mountain of archaeology books.
Objection!
Wait a second. This is all just speculation, right? Or do you have proof that it was murder? Of course I do. You do? On a hunch, I had Detective Skye examine the doctor's head wound. She found that he had been struck by the corner of some object or another, and the first autopsy didn't reveal this? Really? Wait, what? A wound like that couldn't have resulted from a fall to the floor, you know. Phoenix, you know Edgeworth is the only one allowed to update the autopsy report, right? Do you understand what this means, Mr. Justice? The wound makes it crystal clear that Dr. Buff was murdered. What? Well, that was unexpected. No, it wasn't. Who'd have thought we'd break out of the stalemate like this? Me. He pulled the ladder right out from under us. Still, if he thinks that's enough to make me back down, he's got another thing coming. Even if the cause of death was murder, what makes you think it was the Defiant Dragons? You should know better than to hurl baseless accusations.
Objection!
This is when he accuses Dots Arabal, right? He's gonna say Dots Arabal killed him. Did you forget who you were up against, Mr. Justice? Huh? You didn't actually think I'd come to court without witnesses and evidence, did you? What are you talking about? I'd like to request further testimony from the plaintiff. Specifically, I would like the court to hear how he saw one of the rebels leaving the crime scene. He saw what? They're trying so hard to make this case dramatic, but I'm just so not invested. Like, it's so weird to feel underwhelmed by an Ace Attorney game. Like, I really don't care about what's going on. If he can prove it was murder, that's the end of our client's right to the orb. Did he have this up his sleeve the whole time? Ugh, how could Mr. Wright do this to us? He was just waiting to spring this trap. This trial has taken another unexpected turn. But I must mention, Mr. Wright, that you have yet to identify the murder weapon. The object used to commit the murder was not located at the scene of the crime. The murderer likely disposed of it elsewhere. Well, I never thought we'd be deliberating the issue of murder at a civil trial. Alright, Mr. Addishon Whipperson, your testimony, if you please. Prepare to be dazzled. Dazzled by charismatic oration forged in the crucible of campaign battles. Whatever. That evening I was walking alone, lost in thought. I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Arabal. He was running out the front door. It was around 10 at night. Surely that must have been him fleeing the scene of his crime. A vote for me is a vote to end such violence. That is my promise to you. This dialogue sucks. Fuck off. Ugh, they tried so hard with this fucking politician character, but he's so bland. Like, who the fuck cares? It's so dumb. So the plaintiff saw a possible suspect fleeing from the doctor's residence, and it was within the window of the estimated time of death. Dots Arabal, what in the world were you doing there then? It seems Mr. Arabal was loitering about Karain Village that day. There's evidence he was in the doctor's study as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Justice? You mean the suitcase? Exactly. He must have been in quite the rush to leave that behind. Yeah, this is, like, super boring. Like, I've never felt uninvested in an Ace Attorney case before. This is, like, new ground that I was not expecting, and I'm not happy about. Like, I fucking love the Ace Attorney series, man. This is so fucking lackluster, though. Like, they absolutely stumbled across the fucking finish line. Ugh. Shu Takumi, where are you? Alright, working on a game that's probably better than this. Oh, by the way, Your Honor, Mr. Arbol just so happens to be sitting in the gallery today. See? That's him trying to escape as we speak. Bailiff, don't let that man get away. Right, you backstabber! Why are you doing this to me? Alright, the counsel/defense may question the plaintiff/witness once more. You have bad news, Electrica? What is it? Please proceed, Mr. Justice. That evening, I was walking alone, lost in thought.
Hold it!
We are only 3 hours into a... Dude... This is so painful, man. You know what? I am way too, like, exhausted for a game this shit. Ugh, I gotta play something good. Wheel, get us the fuck out of here. Cool. I like that game. Let's go. Yeah, this shit sucks.